Another mindset or mental model is about this, that concepts, relationship between the concept, that is a theory, and sometimes we have processes and procedures. Okay, I don't talk about this, but you can, I have videos about this one, but very briefly, concept is the main ideas about something, and it's very important to know the concept, because let's say if you have a definition of what is communication, when I ask people have a concept, people who are not leaders, people who never really thought about this topic, they just focus on relationship aspect, the relationship aspects of communication, because they believe that is the most important. But leaders, people who achieve a lot of things in team, they think the mindset about leadership is that leadership is about finding or setting goals and solving it with the team, finding the right people, putting the people together, training them, maybe motivating them, teaching them, monitoring their feedback, helping them, serving them. So this is the how to lead people. So this is about achievement oriented, not relationship. So concepts are very important. And then when you have a lot of concepts, let's say leadership and communication and maybe relationship management, then the relationship between them is also important. Those are the theories, the frameworks. So what is leadership? It has a communication aspect, it has a teaching aspect, it has a real goal setting, and so on. See the relationship, set a mind, a structure, building the structure of concepts to build frameworks and theories that you can use to make any speeches. Okay, and then processes are so you have a goal and you have sub-goals, and what are the sub-goals, what to achieve the final goal, and procedures is basically how to achieve, what are the small details, how to do this, not what to do. So this is also a mindset to think about when you want to see the big pictures of something, let's say running a business, what are the main concepts, the mindsets that influences me? What are the sub and what are the processes of the workflow, or how to get the customers, the marketing funnel? And what is the procedure? What are the small steps? How to do this? How to check the Google ad statistics? Very small details. Okay, a mindset or mental model about learning is about the learning process itself. That you are not aware of something, you are subconscious, you are not unconscious, and then somehow you get some knowledge, maybe you ignore, but maybe not, and then you start to be interested, so you become conscious, you learn consciously, and you learn so often, you practice so much that you become automatic. So this is about subconsciously become competent. So there is a theory, other people have a model, and then finally you become an expert. You can do everything subconsciously, but you can also do it consciously, and the next stage is you can teach it. So this is a model, other people created this, but this is also a mindset. When you learn, when you teach, you can understand how people go through different phases, and it's not just learning it as a school subject, but how people go through awareness, for example, awareness of recycling garbage. Okay, another mindset, I think Gandhi said this, that my life is a message. I like this mindset, that it's not about what I say, but or what I declare that is important. Those are the ideals, the idealistic values for what I should do, but actually what you really do, that shows your real values, your real priorities. For example, you can say that, oh, I like playing tennis. So when did you play tennis last time? Oh, 5 years ago, because I don't have time. So in this case, you are talking about a dream, an idea, but actually it's not your priority because you are not allocating resources to that one. It's relatively that whatever you do instead of playing tennis, that is your priority, the real one. So how to understand you and other people, it's not about the declared, spoken priorities. Like let's say if you ask a man what kind of woman do you like, they say something, but actually what they willing to accept and like and be happy with them can be a total different one, and they don't lie. It is just they have this, but maybe they are not aware of other things that they also looking for, and they believe that they want this kind of person, but actually they accept and even like another one. Same as buying a product or hiring somebody or going for a job interview. Another mindset, I like this, when people talk to you, like it's about open-mindedness, that never accept, never reject. Just put it in your mind. So it's not, and you can think about years about what the person said, and maybe later you will have a good understanding. So when people say something and it's total, sounds like bullshit, sounds like you just think that it doesn't fit to my existing knowledge and belief systems. I understand. Let's say for me, I'm not religious, I'm not very spiritual, I am very about the mind. So when people talk about the universe and energy and God, if I'm in a situation that I choose to be open-minded, I listen to them and try to translate their language about those topics and find what is useful for me, or I try to understand them, and maybe even if it seems total stupid, I don't focus on rejecting, especially not openly, so that I don't argue. If I don't want to waste my time, then I just don't listen to them. So open-mindedness means that you not necessarily listen to everybody, but if you choose to listen for whatever reason, then you are open to spend energy to understand, even ask questions you really want to understand. Okay, so have this open-mindedness and not rejection, but also not believing. So you don't have to believe. My method is about, I like to watch a lot of videos, search the internet, read about how people think, and I think about them sometimes for years, and if finally I find that that one is better than my idea, I put it here, I update my mindset, or I focus mainly when I learn about mindset, the beliefs, the mental models, the big picture, and maybe strategies, and less about the tactics. Okay, another one, whatever happens to you, let's say you think you fail in something, accept this, acknowledge this. So let's say if you don't get a job, you have failed on a lot of interviews, if you are always rejected by a woman or a man, if your business is not growing, okay, accept this as a starting point. This is the mindset. Accept this as a starting point. Don't acknowledge this. Don't beat up yourself. But the second part is also important. If this things is important for you, start to work to improve yourself. Improve your dating skills, your relationship skills, your communication skills, your job interview skills, your business skills, marketing skills. So whatever, so don't feel bad. Don't use this as a motivation. So don't criticize yourself. Don't feel bad if you don't succeed. If you if you think that you are. So don't think in failure. It's about, and even success. So don't think in success and failure, because this, the mindset about this is always conditional, because you can say that I have this goal, specific goal in this time frame, and I didn't achieve, so I failed. I'm a failure. But if you look at the whole life picture, then you don't focus on this one, that I didn't get this job, or I shut down my business, but yes, in this time I didn't achieve what I wanted, but I'm aware that this can be a building block in my future, and I cannot accept that at this age I become very successful, but later when I have all the building blocks, then my success will emerge automatically. But I have to build the systems and the skills, and then I will become successful. So when you take away the conditions, if you take away the time limitations, then you will never think about this success and failure. Always acknowledge your present level and work to become better.